Question 21. Consider the following statements. Statement 1. Interest income from the deposits in infrastructure investment trusts in which distributed to their investors is exempted from tax, but the dividend is taxable. That is the statement 1. Statement 2. InvITs are recognized as borrowers under Securitization, Reconstruction of Financial Assets and Enforcement of Security Interest Act 2002. So these are the two statements. Which one of the following is correct in respect of the above statements? So A, B, C, D options are given. So if you see, I have mentioned a source which is from Hindu itself. I will just go through the source. This is the source, how InvITs work and generate the return. So if you see, it appeared in the business section and on October 23, 2022. So during the preparation, so you can see that this is another question straight from the Hindu newspaper. You could definitely categorize this question as a question from economy and not from current affairs, but as I'm repeatedly trying to say that most of the questions which are coming from different categories are coming from Hindu only. I'm not saying 100%, but around 65-70% of questions are coming directly from the Hindu newspaper. So you will understand once I go through all the 100 questions. So this is one such questions. If you see, if you come down to the return and taxation, it says InvITs may earn the return from the assets they own in three forms. One, if the InvITs hold assets on its own balance sheet, it may earn income from toll collections, power transmission fees, or other avenues, which after meeting expense is distributed to shareholders. Two, it says different ways of earning income. Then it says the taxation of the distribution you receive depends on its source. Interest and dividend income will be taxed like income from bonds and shares respectively. So this is the first important part. It says the interest and dividend income from InvITs will be taxed exactly like bonds and shares. If you go back to the question, the first statement was interest income from the InvITs will be exempted from tax, but the dividend income is taxable. Only dividend income is taxable is what the statement says, which is false. Interest income is also taxable. So you get that from the newspaper itself. So that is, so they are quoting this point exactly. So so this is the first part. And if you look at the second statement of the question, it says InvITs are recognized as borrowers under the Securitization and Reconstruction of Financial Assets and Enforcement of Security Interest Act 2002. So this is not mentioned in anywhere in this website. So this part makes this question a little difficult one. I would agree. But I don't know why they included this statement. Why? But the reason, if you see, I have cited a news. Let me just go and open it up 1 second. So budget can deepen the debt market for rates. So it's you can see this is a source, non-Hindu source. So this is not from Hindu. So that's the reason why I said this. It makes this question little difficult. So here it is mentioned in 2021. So this news happened in 2021. That is why I am not getting any citations from Hindu during the prelims preparation phase. In 2021, the Security Contracts Regulation Act was amended to recognize lending to rates and InvITs, and the Finance Act also recognized rates as borrowers. So this part of the statement is appeared in the newspaper during our prelims phase, but this major change happened in 2021, 1 year before the prelims preparation. So if you are a person who was reading the newspaper regularly from 2021, you would be able to catch this news. But a person who started his preparation from 2022 and was depending on Hindu news only would miss this point, making this question little difficult. But as I said, this statement is true, and it appeared in the newspaper during our preparation phase only, but in a different news source. But yeah, we can't read all the sources right during the preparation phase. So Yeah, this makes this question little bit difficult, but if you want to take a guess, you could say the statement 1 is false, and if you read the statement 2, InvITs are recognized as borrowers under the under this act. If you know what is InvITs, you could make a reasonable guess, somewhat an educational guess, and assume that this statement is true. But I'm not saying that is a foolproof method or anything like that. I'm just saying that you could have made a educational guess if it ends up to be like that. So I will just explain that why you should make a guess in such a scenario. You clearly know statement 1 is false, so you have already eliminated two options. So statement 1 is false, may both statement 1 and 2 are correct is false, both statement 1 and 2 are correct and statement 2 is not the correct explanation is also false. So the answers are either C or D. You are down to 50%. So choosing once you are down to 50%, I personally feel it is you should go for the question, you should answer the question, because if you make it correct you get 2 marks, and if you make it wrong you will lose only 1/3 of that win you get. So it is more probable in the when if you take, say, if you have 10 such questions and if you answer all such questions in similar manner, it is highly likely that you gain some points than completely leaving all those 10 questions. But yeah, of course, in an unfortunate scenario you could lose marks, but you should make a analysis, right? If all other answer will, if you feel like all other answer you marked will fetch you enough marks to clear the prelims, then don't make such choices. But if you feel like you are a little low on marks, definitely you could try this. This is one other tip I have for people who are writing UPSC prelims. So this is question 21. So I will just go to question 22 now.